Greetings, COTA crew leaders. Woody bringing you some trail wisdom today. It's December the 2nd, and I'm up at Swampy. And if you're a skier like me, you're probably pretty disappointed that I can go out and look at dirt up here at Swampy this time of year. But, we'll take the advantage of being able to go do some inspection, and snow will come soon, I certainly hope. I wanted to go take a look at this Swampy loop. We did some work last fall that was part of a crew leader training, and I just wanted to get out and inspect. I haven't been able to get out here since then. So as we look to the west, we can see that there is no water management at all on this section of trail. Nothing, it's just flat. And it would be easy to say that flat trails don't really need drainage, but that's really not true, especially in the highly erodible soil that we have here. In rain events, doesn't even have to be that big of a rain event. We definitely see some soil movement. So want to take a look. We'll turn around and walk down trail. This is Swampy Loop, and this is what I would call the northern section. So the section that's closest to the road is over to our right at this point in time. Actually, I'm wrong. This is the southern, and the northern would be up to our left, up on that roadbed. Sorry, I haven't been here in a while, and I'm confused as where I am. So here we see that water is definitively starting to pick up enough volume and velocity. Again, that's because there's no water management back behind us. And so we're starting to see some pure sand deposits throughout this area here. And this is the start of a minor alignment shift that we did to improve drainage. This was eroded pretty badly, and we can kind of tell why looking back. But you see a very large sediment deposit here from perhaps a recent storm. This is a big sediment deposit here. So the drain is certainly working, doing exactly what we want it to do, but it is also telling us that we need better water management up above us and continue this process of what we did. So the alignment shift, we stayed within the corridor, just minor. Old trail was below grade right here, and we just shifted it, probably 6-8 feet. That gave a little bit more curvilinear shape, and then it gave us a great opportunity to drain into the old trail alignment, which was below grade. When you have below grade trail like that, that's a good place to think about it as a linear sump, and draining into that linear sump. Again, one things that we always have to think about is that this is also a ski corridor. None of the work that we did really affects it as a ski corridor, very popular cross-country ski corridor. So anytime you're out doing work, just be thoughtful about what other uses there may be. Here's a really nice big rolling grade dip. And we're not seeing a big fresh sediment deposit here, just a little bit in this lead off, but not a whole lot. And that's because water was checked back behind us at that last alignment shift. So nice rolling dip here. That's going to work for a very, very long time, which is good. And we're coming up to another location where we did an alignment shift. This was a really bad section of trail, below grade, very straight, and straight trails can often be problematic, because that's what water wants to do. So here's the old alignment here. We just shifted it, 8 or so feet uphill, 8 to 10 feet uphill. That gave us a permanent grade reversal right here at this location. Nice lead off into a sump here. Definitely makes for a more interesting trail. Without question, when we first did this, it was very dry, but it has bedded in quite nicely now that we've got some moisture. And again, you can see the old trail. It's really pretty well disguised, but the old trail is right here. And that just got, disguised using downfall. Scarify it typically, and then drag in a bunch of deadfall to, mask the old alignment. And again, that was very well below grade. So we had that permanent grade reversal up above us. Right here, we've got a nice drain that's taking our water and putting it off again into the old alignment. From my previous video starting this project, you may remember a single root, and a lot of people were avoiding that over in this area. So the solution was to do a wood armoring project. You see about 3 pieces of wood, they're rebarred in. That's what we call wood armoring. We didn't have rock in this location, but we have plenty of wood. So that is a nice feature, certainly rideable in the uphill direction, which is why people were avoiding it previously. We'll turn around and take a look at that. I believe Gary Meyer headed up this particular section, but that's very rideable in the uphill direction, very rideable in the downhill direction. And because we have done this work, the trail is no longer going to widen. Of course, we put in a nice guide structure here, but you know, it's framed nicely between this tree over here on the left and this new stump guide structure here. Again, you can tell that, you know, this is going to be plenty wide enough for ski corridor, so we didn't do anything that will affect you know, the winter use of this trail. And of course, you know, winter trails move left or right depending on wherever people set tracks on any given day. So this turned out really nicely. I'm happy with this wood armoring. It's a good tool to put in our toolbox. As we go down, again, we see another little section in which we did an alignment shift. This was really below grade right here. Starting this project, there had been no water management whatsoever, running very far back behind us. So again, an alignment shift. You know, here is the old, and we just shifted it up a little bit. Again, that gave us a permanent grade reversal. It put a little more curvilinear shape into this otherwise really straight trail. But this is going to drain well for a very, very long time. And then we go another 20 feet or so, and you see that there is one more small dip right here that's again draining into the old trail, below grade trail, and using it as a linear sump. So this alignment shift is a really good tool to put in our toolbox, particularly in wide corridors like this one. This is a very, very wide corridor. You know, looking around, we can tell there's been a lot of logging activity here. You know, so from a NEPA standpoint, you know, this got NEPA'd for sure. You know, and the alignment shifts that we did were very, very minor. And again, we're always within, you know, the corridor, which we would define as, you know, this tree and this tree over here. So good project. Thanks to everyone that was involved, and hope to do more of this in the future. And crew leaders, let me know what additional training you need, and we'll figure out how to make that happen. All right, thanks everyone.